Hey guys, surprised that I can get service up here. So I'll give everyone a few seconds to jump on and make sure you tag somebody, tag your coaches, even if you don't know who they are, tag someone, just like type the @ sign and then a random letter. I just finished a face mask. I think it worked. My face looks a lot better. Okay, so let's get to it. Team Beachbody. So tonight's gonna be a fun call. We are gonna do a little recognition. We have a few new coaches on the team, which is always exciting. I'm gonna talk about Success Club incentives, share my story a little bit about the business, and then just kind of share with you where I'm going and what I'm doing work-wise and how you guys can duplicate it too if you share the same goals or vision or desire for success that I do. And I will also be giving you just some tips on the different levels of belief systems that you can have as a Beachbody coach. So hopefully it will be informative. I'm just gonna tag people real quick to make sure you guys jump on. There's so many trainings that I'm in right now. I'm hitting Success Club today, so after this call, that's what I will be doing. Okay, tag people. Hopefully I don't freeze up. And that. I swear there was another J in here. Okay, whatever. That's good for now. Okay. New coaches. You have 33 new coaches in your organization. Sponsor name. How am I gonna do this? Okay, so I want to say welcome to all of the new coaches that are on our team, and thanks for tuning in if you're here. So we have a Beatrice Theodore who joined under Samantha, and so she's a new coach that we have. It looks like she joined March 10th, is that right? Join date. She joined January 8th. Okay. So welcome, Beatrice. I haven't seen much of you, so I hope you're watching. And then Riley has an amazing new coach, Jacqueline, who I've seen a ton, who is killing it, already working her business and running her own challenge group. So she joined February 26th. So welcome to the team, Jacqueline. Brianna has a lot of new coaches. Taylor Clements, Terry Black, Destiny Sickenberger, Jennifer Rich, Taylor Hauser. I know that she's not new. So welcome to the new coaches. Yeah, so I just wanted to, so my name's Alexis Olson, if you don't know who I am. I'm founder of Team Hear Me Roar. And I signed up as Amy's coach. It'll be 4 years in October. So I've been a coach since October 10th 3.5 years ago, almost 3.5 years. And I quit my job a couple of times. So I've basically done everything wrong as you could as a Beachbody coach. And I'm recommitting to my business to take it all the way to the top. I'm going to be in the top 10 coach, or I'm going to be in the top 10 before I die. So that's what I'm working on currently. Me and Brianna are success partners. She is a new Emerald coach on our team, and we are building our business to Diamond. If you don't know what that is, just get to Emerald first. So make sure that if you're a new coach, these are all the things that I did. And even if you're not new, these are all the things if you're ready to recommit and change your life and see what Beachbody can do for your life. You need to be watching the National Wake Up Call. You need to be watching all of the team calls and Team Set Your Soul on Fire. And this is a big thing, is that there's always something going on that you can be inviting people to. So we have the 4 vital behaviors that are required to do every single day in this business. And I posted about one of the vital behaviors today about your fitness, right? About being proof the product works and how important your fitness transformation is. And so a lot of you in here are just kind of, I know there's not a ton of people on our team, but there are a lot of people on here that are just kind of, you know, like dilly-gagging, I guess you could say, or just like not really playing big and shrinking themselves and not really taking massive action and not really playing, like doing this as big as they can and working on themselves as much as they can. And so I want you to ask yourself, like, why did you sign up to be a coach? Because I know a lot of you signed up because you wanted to, like, one of the pluses was you would feel more accountable and have more support on your journey. And if you were a coach, you'd have more reason to take care of yourself and get results. And then I feel like a lot of you have just dropped the ball on that because you didn't want to do Beachbody, you didn't want to invite people, you didn't want to sell stuff, so you kind of just like stopped taking care of yourself and stopped doing your Shakeology or stopped doing your workouts, like wherever it is you're lacking. These programs work if you do them to a T and if you follow a meal plan. So I'm just challenging everyone on the team. I'm going to be more present here because our team's growing, and it's going to grow quite a bit because I'm in an amazing training group. It's the Dash to Diamond group that Team Set Your Soul has put on. So the reason that I love this business so much and the reason that I'm a coach is because, I mean, I started just where everyone else is. I had no coaches under me. I'm still not super successful in this business. I do have a part-time job, but I work this business like a business and not a hobby because I don't want to have a regular job forever. And the reason I'm a coach is because I don't like working for the man. I'm a rebel to the core. I like doing things differently. I like being different. And I want to prove a lot of people wrong. And I'm very similar to Amy, which is why she's my coach and I was attracted to her so many years ago because she had my story. She shared my story. And so my vision is, I knew all along that I was going to be successful my entire life as a kid. My plan though was I was going to go to law school and I was just going to slaughter people in the courtroom, and I was just going to be the best at it, and I was going to look good while I did it, and I was just going to be a workaholic. And so like marriage and family were never wasn't like ever something that really motivated me. Work always motivated me. I come from a long line of very hardworking, strong, intense women who have families and everything, but like their work and their career was like what moved them. And so that's where I get my fire from. That's where I get my drive from, is those women in my life. And so as an adult, I've made sure to surround myself with women that are like that are doing things on a big level and a different level than what I grew up with, because I grew up middle class and my family ended up filing bankruptcy. And so I went from, I mean, we were upper level, like upper middle class when I was younger. and I think my grandma made like $80,000 a year, and my grandpa made like $30,000 a year. He's a teacher, and so we did pretty well, and we were able to travel a lot and go on a lot of vacations, but my grandma was never there. She was always at work. I was in daycare. My grandpa was the one who cooked me dinner and cooked me meals because my grandma was always working. And then she decided to take an early retirement and take the money that she had saved in her retirement and invested it into a new business. And so she was a business lady, right? She was a businesswoman, and she didn't have a degree. I'm gonna sit right here. She was like one of the first women to not have a degree in her field and work her way up. She like climbed the corporate ladder at Hewlett Packard is where she worked. And so she decided to do early retirement, right? And take all of her funds out and risk it. And I don't know how much money it was. And risk it in this business to try to keep it alive and keep it going. And then the recession happened. And we lost everything, including our home. And I was only, I think I was maybe 13 years old. And I had to move away from my friends and my school and the home that I grew up in. That was the same house that my mom grew up in. And I didn't want to. And I remember refusing to help move because I didn't want to move. So I just laid in the middle of the living room while the movers and everyone packed up our entire house around me. And then my room was last because I refused to let them do it. And then I finally had to let them take everything. And I just remember feeling so weak in that moment and being 13 and not understanding how all of this happened. And just really wishing that there was something I could do about it. And I was helpless. There was nothing that I could do. And yeah, I remember physically feeling weak. Like I wanted to help like move some of the boxes and stuff, but I just was so emotionally drained from the fact that my whole life as I knew it was falling apart. And so my grandparents were like 20-some year homeowners. Sorry, there's a plane. And all of a sudden they had to sell their cars. They had to sell their house because it went under for foreclosure, and we had to start renting. And that was a big change for us. And for the first time, we had to get on a budget. And I remember the three of us lived off of $100 a week on groceries. I spend over that just on myself now. So it was like really hard, and like we always had enough. And we always had like really cute rentals, and so my quality of life was fine, and I was able to play soccer, but like that was a big stretch. I remember to be able to like register for soccer, like that $80 it cost to join the rec team was like a big deal, and we had to talk about it. And it wasn't just like I had to earn it, and I think one year I even had to pay for it for myself because we just didn't have the money to do it anymore. And so we were stretching ourselves financially, and I think they were digging themselves into more debt, more credit card debt. And I just remember saying when I was really young that I wanted to be able to open up a business someday, and I wanted it to be successful, and I wanted to give my grandma the success that she was looking for. And so I kind of lost sight of that vision. And I didn't know like what that meant as in terms of Beachbody. And I know from all the stories that I've heard that Beachbody is the avenue that will happen for me and can happen for anybody. But I wanted to, from the training that I've been doing, I wanted to like paint the big picture for you guys so you know on a day-to-day basis what that actually looks like, how you get there, and what that sacrifice looks like. So first off, there's so much to this business, and I think patience is the biggest thing you need, because you can learn all the skills and the logistics on how to work it, but there's so many different ways that will help you be a better leader and will help you grow a team and will help you learn how to run challenge groups, that you kind of just hear these tidbits of information like as you go. You just pick stuff up, like, and you put it in your little backpack, and then you can like pull it out, and you get to use all those things and just grow a lot. That will help you in your life too. And so I've been doing that for the last 3.5 years, just picking up things here and there, like how to not drag people along, how to not waste time with people who are clearly not ready and are clearly victims and clearly don't have the power or have the don't have what it takes, aren't willing to do the work to make a change in their life. So I've had to learn how to drop those types of people. And yeah, I just learned a lot along the way. So to be successful in this business, you have to stop thinking about it as sales, because if you do, you will forever be stuck in a sales business and you will just be continuing to work on commissions, and you guys don't want to do that. So you have to shift your focus from selling fitness DVDs and shakes to building a team and building a tribe. And the way you do that is you change people's lives. And you do that one life at a time, and it starts with the products. It starts with you. It starts with running a challenge group. So once you're able to like really not push something on someone and really sell the vision and how you've done it and show people this is where I was, this is where I am now, and make it not just about getting fit, but like changing your life, then you'll start to see momentum. So you have to make sure that obviously you're hitting Success Club. That's a non-negotiable. You have to hit Success Club every single month, and you have to get out of your own way. You have to realize that this is network marketing, and you have to treat it like that. So if you don't know anything about it, if you don't know anything about network marketing, then you have to get a book on it. So right now I'm reading Go for No, and that is a great book to start. Yeah, so really the only thing between keeping you from like learning how this big business it works and being successful is you have to get plugged in, okay, you guys? So you always have to be, let's talk about the 4 vitals, because I'm going to talk about that every single day with you. So being proof the product works. Right now I've challenged all of my challengers, and now I'm challenging you guys, the entire team, to do the 100-minute challenge a day for March Madness. So that's 100 minutes of Beachbody On Demand workouts. Then I want you to do, if you don't want to do 100 minutes, you can do 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and do the rest of the 30 minutes of personal development, reading your book, doing your training. So that's my second topic, is you should always be in some type of group. You should always be in some type of training. Are you in the Coach to Emerald training? Are you in the new Coach Basics training? Have you completed it yet? Are you already Emerald? Are you in the Emerald to Diamond training yet? If you're already Diamond, are you in the Diamond to 2-star training? Or are you, focusing on how to help grow leaders on your team? We don't have any Diamonds here yet, but so far I'm the only one. So you always have to be in a training group, okay? And then the third part of the 4 vitals is you have to invite every single day. So if you guys pay attention and you show up, which is the missing piece, like you can't do the 4 vitals if you don't know what the fuck's going on. So you always have to show up to your business, show up to the National Wake Up Call, show up to this, show up to Team Set Your Soul on Fire, show up to that training group that you're in, show up to your personal development, show up for your workouts and yourself. And so the third part of that is invite. And so there's always something going on. If you check the calendar, every month we have a calendar that Danny Barrett puts out in Team Set Your Soul on Fire, and it will show you week by week, day by day, what we have going on. So at the third, if you pay attention and you show up, you would know that the third Monday of every month we do a coach sneak peek. So the week before that, 3 days before that, 5 days before that, you should spend all of your energy focusing on inviting people to that new coach sneak peek, while continuing to hit Success Club if you haven't, and checking in on your challengers. And, we have a new Coach Basics that starts the first Monday of every month. So as you're recruiting people and getting coaches to sign up, you should be plugging them into that group and letting them know, giving them the expectation right off the bat that that's when their training starts. And also let them know that, hey, and this is for your new coaches and your new challengers, letting them know right away, hey, if I notice that you're not doing what you said you were going to do, if you're not following through with your workouts, or you're not inviting people, or you're not running a challenge group, I'm going to talk to you about that, and we're going to have a conversation, and it might not be, I might not be the nicest about it, or it might not be what you want to hear, but I'm here to be your coach before I am your friend. And if that doesn't work for you, if you're just looking for a friend, then you might want to choose a different coach, because a friendship can develop as you go. Like, that might happen with all of us on here. But we didn't sign up because we needed friends. We signed up because we either wanted to change our lives financially, physically, spiritually, not to make friends. That's a byproduct of it. So setting that expectations with your challengers and your new coaches will help you build a strong team that doesn't just sit around with, like, you know, with their dick in their hand. Sorry. That's what my boyfriend always says that term. So yeah. And then, what other vital behavior am I missing? Recognition. So I look at a lot of your guys' social media. A lot of y'all aren't showing up, so I can't really, like, critique you, because I don't think you take this seriously. But you know who you are. If you're rank advancing and you're hitting Success Club and you're showing up, you take this serious. You're growing, you're doing it. But to those of you that aren't doing that, I take a look at your social media, and it's like, there's, like, no wonder you're not hitting Success Club. So a lot of people have this wrong idea that they sign up to be a coach. They're going to ask everyone that they can, that they know, to join their challenge group, or to buy Shakeology, or to buy a fitness program, or to sign up as a coach. And all of them are probably going to say no, because you don't have any credibility. And you're going to say, oh, this business didn't work for me. I just wasn't good at it. You know how many people I meet that say they used to be a coach and they quit because they weren't good at it? I'm like, no, it's not that you weren't good at it, is you don't understand how network marketing works. You cannot ever quit. If you quit, you will never be successful. If you just invite 100 people one time and quit, like, you're not gonna nothing's gonna happen. You have to invite people every single day. You have to prove to them, you have to ask what they want to know from you is this person good enough to help me? Are they good enough? Do they have the ability to help me reach my goals? So are they good enough? And does that person have the ability to help me reach and get to where I want to go? So you have to ask yourself that. The people that you're talking to, whatever their goals are, you have to check yourself first and be like, am I capable of giving that to that person? And if the answer is no and you're not, then you need to do more work on yourself. You need to push yourself in your fitness. You need to start taking your nutrition seriously and go to the Team Beachbody blog and pick out a meal plan and follow it every day, and don't cheat. And obviously do it healthy, like, don't starve yourself or anything. Up your calorie bracket. If you're hungry and you're doing doubles, I suggest doing the 1800 calorie one, unless you're like have a lot of weight to lose. But if you don't have a ton of weight to lose, do the 1800 and share that. The whole point of social media is to just document. You don't have to be this great brand. A lot of new coaches in the last year that have signed up have gotten so sidetracked by, like, figuring out their niche market and their brand. And what Amy's teaching me is, like, that shit doesn't matter. Your brand doesn't matter. You need to document. You need to share your vision. You need to share that you're doing it. You need to share that you're having a transformation and that you're going hard. Do you think that someone's going to want to sign up with someone or have you be their coach if you're like, oh, I did 30 minutes of size. I don't like working out, so I just did dance. I just did the dance workout. I did 30 minutes of size. Do you really think that's going to actually inspire somebody? No. They're going to pick a coach that's, like, going hard at it. That is boisterous. Is that how you say that word? Boisterous? I just heard that word today. I've heard it before, but you know, that's the first time I think I've used it. That's confident and big and believes in themselves. Not someone who's like, I have a challenge group coming up. Do you want to join it? Let me know. So another thing I've been learning is that don't say, let me know, okay? because 10 times out of 10, they will not fucking let you know when they're ready. So I've stopped using that phrase. Do not use the phrase, let me know when you're ready. I'm going to give you guys the, besides the conviction, right? I just totally went off topic. I have so much to teach you guys. So I was getting at, is this person good enough? And do they have the ability to help me reach my goals? So the next part of that is conviction, right? So how do you become good enough to help somebody else? And the best way that you become good enough is you have fucking a lot of conviction. And I was so excited, and I could just feel it in my body when I heard this, when I was learning this a couple of days ago, or I think last week. Because I remember when I was doing the best in my business, not only was I crushing it with Insanity Max 30, not only was I losing inches and pounds every single week, not only did I cut out grains and alcohol from my diet, but I had so much conviction. And it was the one thing that I needed to quit drinking. And so that conviction word is coming up again now, and it's so important. Because here's the secret. If you want to be successful in this, or anything, your fitness journey, if you want to build a big team, is you have to know that you're going to do it. You have to know that no matter what, that if Sally doesn't join you, if Joe never joins you, whoever you're inviting or talking to, or if you're following up with Susan for the 24th fucking time, you have to know with confidence, with conviction, that you are going to build a very large organization with or without them. You can't hope for it. You can't put it on your vision board. You can't kind of believe it. You can't say, oh, that'd be nice if that happens. You have to fucking know it. And when you know it, when you know with or without them, it doesn't matter if they say no to you, right? Back to that Go for No book. It doesn't matter if they join your team. It doesn't matter if they join your challenge group. We have to stop being emotional. Don't take it personal. If someone is not ready, they're not ready. If they don't have enough money, it has nothing to do with whether you're good enough or not, right? There's so many people out there that are ready. And you know what? Like they always say, a no is not a no. It just means not right now. One thing I wasn't doing good enough at is I wasn't following up with people again and again and again and again. So since I started this new training, sorry, I just got a girl saying she's ready. So once I started this new training last week, here's what I started doing. I started using the phrase, I'm going to put a little sticky note on my laptop that says, #don't be a bitch, hit send, right? So many times we assume that person doesn't want to do that. We're going to annoy that person. They don't want to join my team. I've already asked them. They said no. Don't be a bitch and hit send. I can tell you that my quality of life has changed so much. And even if I've only made $20,000, $30,000 or whatever it is since becoming a coach, my quality of life has far out-earned how much money I've made. And they say that when you start to work your business as a business and not just a hobby, your quality of life will grow much, much quicker than your paycheck. And so that's why it's great to build a business based on what kind of lives people want to live, not like the financial aspect, because we're not a network marketing company that's all about the money. We're about the total life transformation, and that's what makes Beachbody so different. And that's why I would never sell It Works or wraps or fucking lipstick, because I'm an all-in kind of person. I want the whole thing. I want the whole life experience. When I was 20 pounds heavier, I started getting really into makeup and contouring my face because I didn't feel comfortable in my skin. Makeup's not enough for me, you know? Like, I need more. I need the growth inside. I need to be able to figure out what my blind spots are in my growth, where I'm not good enough, or where I need improvement in, and be able to look at myself in a non-judgmental way. And I need that in my life. This is my therapy. And there's no other company like it. Trust me. I've been to events. I've been to all the Beachbody events. There's nothing like this. So back to the fourth vital behavior. It's recognition. So what I would suggest that all of you do, and what I did as a brand new baby coach, and everyone gave me so much props for this when I did this, is I want you all to practice elevating yourself. I want you to all act like you do have a big team. I want you to act like Team Set Your Soul on Fire is your team. You founded it, and all of those people are counting on you. So when you invite someone, you're not inviting someone to your 6-person team. You're not inviting someone to your 0-person team. You're inviting someone to the top 3 team in the network of over 4,000 coaches. And I have to say that we're pretty badass. And we have the best people on our team. That's who you're inviting people to. That's who you're choosing not to invite people when you don't want to follow up with Sally for the 24th time because you're afraid you're going to be annoying. People don't think you're annoying. People think that people like being followed up with, okay? And you don't know, like maybe this person's gone through a breakup, maybe their health has gone down the fucking toilet, and you just decide to ignore them and write them off and drop them like a hot piece of lava instead of inviting them when they need this, and they might sign up with someone else. So we can't take anything personally because network marketing is like digging for gold. It's like gold mining, and it's the hardest thing that you will ever do, but it'll be the most rewarding. And to me, I like the process, just like I like the process of fitness. I like the feeling of when I'm working out, and I'm patient enough to wait for the results. But I love how I feel during it, that I'm okay with doing the same thing every single day and practically living in my inbox and answering messages and talking to people all day long, and people saying, mean shit to me, and people blocking me, and creepy guys that I have to block all the time. I can put up with that stuff. I can put up with a few people that are getting annoyed of me to find the gold nuggets, to find the girls that need this, to find the girls that just need someone to tell them what to do. They just need someone to give them a meal plan. They just need Shakeology to change their digestive system. They just need real health. They need the real deal. I'm willing to put up with all the other stuff that comes with it, all the other no's that I'm gonna get. So you have to ask yourself if you're willing to put up with all the no's in order to help people, because that's why we're here, is to help people. So what I did as a brand new coach is I acted like I had a team. Team Set Your Soul on Fire was my team. It was mine. And so the way that I did that is I ran free groups. I ran a paid challenge group my first month as a new coach. And I recognized people. So if you see, like, Amy will post like congrats on team leader on my page, you guys can do that in different ways. Like if you don't have coaches below you to recognize, then you can recognize people in your free group publicly. No one loves being told good job more than anything. People love seeing their name up in lights. So make sure you say congrats to them. There's so many things that you can recognize people for. So this is a behavior that we should get into the habit of every single day, is being selfless. And this business will grow. You'll learn this once you hit diamond. Is as soon as you stop making it about you and making it about the Alexis show and Alexis's team. When I make it about, Kayla, who's in my challenge group, who's having a really hard time because she struggles with binge eating, and when she goes 24 hours without binging, and I tell her good job, and I make sure she knows that. Or, when I share on my social media of, Brianna's transformation story and her success as a coach and how she's going for it and how she's elevating herself as a leader. We have to lift up other people up every day. So we have to get in the habit of doing it with people we don't even know. Just people that are in our free groups. I've even done it with random people that aren't in my free groups that I know are into fitness, and I've just shared their transformation because they inspire me. So doing that, what the recognition piece does is it lets the rest of the world know that you aren't a fraud, that it's not the Alexis show, that you're actually helping other people. So if the rest of the public, the rest of social media can see that, oh God, like Alexis is having transformations pop out of her free group, or even small wins. I have this girl in my free group who's doing Insanity Max 30 alongside with me. She hasn't bought anything from me. I haven't even formed her. I've just been giving value into that group and showing them what I'm doing. I just post clips of my workout. I go into the daily challenge. I have this little app on my phone. It's like a page that I saved from Beachbody, from the coach training. And it has my daily posts for my challenge groups, for my free group, and for the group that I'm running. And I just go in there and I copy and paste it with the image into my free group and into my paid challenge group that I'm running for March. And I just that's the post I give to them every day. And I used to try to overcomplicate it and think I had to like design and create this amazing challenge group. And it's like, no, I just need to give them structure and expectations about how the group's gonna work, give them all some Beachbody prizes at the end, and check in just like I'm a challenger every day to show them that I drink my Shakeology every day and that I press play every day. And I have to do more than they're doing to inspire them to do more. So that's pretty much the gist of the business. And so I earned the Dominican Republic, the Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, all-inclusive trip that is next month, and I'm so excited. And I didn't think I was gonna go, and so I got invited off of the wait list, and so I'm officially going. I already bought my plane ticket, and yeah, I'm just so excited to help more people. And 4 years later, and I'm 3.5 years later, and I finally feel like everything's starting to click for me on how this works. So I want to make sure I'm sharing that with you guys, because I'm what they call a lifer. One thing is you can decide to work your business, you can decide to go all in, but I'm not going to drag you along. I'm not going to baby you. I'm not going to hold your hand. You can either show up or not, because I'm going to do it with or without you. That's the conviction. But I mean it. Like, I will do it with any of you or without you. If you all quit right now, I would just replace you. Everyone's replaceable. You have to know that. And so I'm always working to replace everyone on my team, because I know nothing's guaranteed. So I'm a lifer, and I'm here with or without any of you to build it. And yeah, that's all I really have to say about that. So my goal right now is Aaron and I live here in Beverly Hills. And my apartment building's very old, and we want to live closer to the beach, which, as you can imagine, is expensive, even more expensive than Beverly Hills. So we want to live in Venice Beach, and I'm going to pay all of our rent, because I want to be able to do that. And I don't know why. I just thought of it, and I was like, in 7 months I'm going to pay our entire rent when we move, because that's when our lease is up. So that's more than money than I've ever paid in my entire life for rent. That's a really, really big goal. But I needed something tangible to set. And so that's what I'm doing. And we're going to move to Venice. And I'm going to work full time as a Beachbody coach. And I don't care how many people I have to talk to. I've been staying up till 2, 3, 4 a.m. because I'm doing the 100 challenge. You guys, I don't know what your goals are, if you have a family or not, but if you do this, if you commit, you're gonna have to do this for your whole life, because I hope you would not ever abandon people and just stop coaching and just collect a paycheck. So you're gonna have to be in for your whole life. And if you want to do this full time and work from home and earn your way to be able to do what you want on your own time, then you have to sacrifice right now. So if you can sacrifice right now that you're going to build a really large organization, and you can earn time with me or with your coach, you have to show them that you're serious by producing results. I don't care about your talk. I don't care about what you said you were going to do. If you aren't hitting Success Club, that's the first sign that no one's going to give you the time of day. You have access to everything. You have to be resourceful. We live in this world where there's this thing called Google and YouTube. So anything you don't know how to do, you already have at your fingertips. So don't play victim. Be willing to take the amount of action that you need to change your life. Once you can hit Success Club, people will start paying attention to you and people will start helping you more. And that's what my coach does to me. As long as I hit Success Club, she'll talk to me. And I'm totally okay with that, you know? She's not my friend, she's my coach. And yes, I'd call her a friend now, but at the end of the day, I'm not her friend. I'm her coach, and I'm here to work and help change lives. And end of story. I'm not here to make friends, like I said. So, I mean, you can only imagine what kind of Beachbody success story you can create for yourself and your family and who you have to become to change your life, which is super rad and motivating to me in itself. The amount of self-growth that's involved in this that you have the opportunity to do. But, I mean, just imagine if you went all in for 6 months, what would happen? So what I'm doing right now for the next 7 months until I pay all of our rent in Venice, which is going to be like $2,000 a month. It's like so scary to me, right? But your goals are supposed to be scary. Is I'm doing the 100 challenge. So the 100 challenge is for the rest of March. I am doing it until July. And it's 100 invites to a challenge group or coaching and 100 follow-ups every single day. So because one of the things that motivates, that like makes sense to me is if I know how something is done, like I need to be shown what something looks like. So how I stay organized is I'm not that organized, but I keep everything. This helps me, my notepad on my Mac. I don't like to write things down because it gets lost. I have like a million notebooks and things just get lost in notebooks and I never look at them. So every single month I create a new list. And in this little notebook, I have my scripts. So I have my script for my April challenge group and they change like every week or every month. So this is what I'm sending to, I'm using this as a follow-up script as well as someone I've never invited before. This is another one that I'm sending to people that I want to invite to coaching every day. And if I've already invited them, so the phrase that I'm using that's really working for me, instead of let me know if you're interested, I stopped using that. I'm using, have you ever considered doing what I do? That puts the ball into their court. And if I've already asked them if they've considered it, I simply put RE. Have you reconsidered doing what I do? So that's how I follow up. Have you reconsidered doing what I do? If I just want to, say hi to someone who's been ignoring me, I don't really like that script right now because I feel like it makes it seem like I'm trying to work them. Another thing I stopped using is heart face emojis because it feels like you're trying to work them. So I've been using weird emojis like pineapples and pizza and sunflowers and things like that. So that's been working for me. And then on my pad, I have my FUs, which are all my follow-ups that I'm doing for the month. So I'm keeping track of who I'm following up with every day. And then I'm putting a date next to their name. This is just from yesterday. And I got so into my inbox that I stopped tracking it and I just kept doing it. And then I have all of these people who I'm inviting to my coach group, to the coach sneak peek. So all of you should be transitioning from, well, hopefully you hit Success Club before you focus on this. But as you're inviting people to your challenge group, start inviting people to your new coach sneak peek. And so same thing. Have you ever considered doing what I do? You'd be really good at it. That's how you invite people to coaching. That's the best script you could ever use. So I'm using that all day long. And then if you need like a way to get more leads and you're still working on building your network and your social media, what's I've been doing that I got from Amanda Rakowski, hopefully you were on that team call. This is where I learn everything from, is team calls. So she felt weird about like cold messaging people and she didn't want to like cold message invite people anymore. So what she does is anytime a girl likes one of her posts on Instagram, she sends them a message and says, "Hey girl, thank you so much for liking my post. Are you on a fitness journey too? And they can say yes or no, but I've been thinking about doing it. And they start telling you, it's just a great way to open the conversation. So what's another way? And if a girl follows you, you can be like, hey girl, thanks so much for the follow. I always get I feel like I get all these creepy guys that try to follow me, so I love it when a girl follows me. I really appreciate it. I think it's so cool, I think it's so cool when a girl follows me. Are you on a fitness journey too? I usually get a bunch of creepy guys. Relating, every girl can relate to that. So I'm not going to fill your mind with too much more. So that's all I got for you. And I'm trying to see if this girl at the cafe accepted my friend request today. Maybe she's still working. So yeah, another thing too is if you're busy, I hope you guys know what the 3-foot rule is. And this is what I do. I've been doing this for probably 2 years. Is anybody that comes within 3 feet of me, I strike up a conversation with them. So today I bought some turmeric juice from this cafe when I went to go meet Erin at work. And the girl's so cute, and I always see her, and she's so friendly and so vibrant. She works at this cute little health store. And we were talking, and I was like, I was like, hey. She told me the total, and I was like, hi, how are you? Because I hadn't seen her in a while, and she probably had no idea who I was, but I remembered her. Because the last time I went there, she was brand new and just started that job. She's like, I'm good, how are you? And I was like, I'm good, I feel like I never come down this way. And she was like, yeah, it's kind of out here. And I was like, yeah, I live down Beverly Drive, and so I never leave that area, I feel like. And I was like, I need to come down on this side more. And she was like, yeah, you should. She's like, if I lived down there, I'd probably stay over there too. And then I was like, but my boyfriend frequents over here, and he's here every day. And she's like, who's your boyfriend? And I pointed at Aaron outside, and she's like, oh yeah, he does come in a lot. He has really good energy. He's a good guy. And I was like, yeah, he's a good guy. And I was like, what did I say? And he was like, you guys are so nice. And I was like, thanks. It's because we're not from here. And she's like, where are you from? I'm like, we're from Oregon. And she's like, oh my God, I'm from Washington. And I was like, where? And she goes, Seattle. And I go, I'm from Portland and Bend. She's like, oh yeah, I've been to Bend. And then I handed her my cell phone. And I said, we should be friends. Will you find yourself on my Facebook and I'll add you? She's like, yeah, totally. We'll make it happen. I was like, cool, because I don't have a lot of friends here yet. So if you guys don't have enough time, are you utilizing the people around you? You know, are you inviting people at your PTA meetings? Are you inviting people at your soccer games? Are you inviting people while you're on vacation? Are you inviting the girl at the coffee shop that makes your coffee? Just say you want to be friends. Be like, you should add me on Facebook. You seem really nice. So, yeah. That's all I got for Success Club. If you watch the entire video, you know that you'll know what the Success Club incentives are. So I'm sending out bath bombs and some lip scrub from one of my girls in Bend who just opened up a business making handmade bombs and lip scrubs. So if you already got a bath bomb from me, then you'll get the lip scrub or the body scrub. It's like a lavender thing, I don't know. And if anyone on the team, anyone in the downline that hits Success Club this month will get one. I'll buy you one and I'll ship it to you. So that's your incentive for the month. In order to hit Success Club, you have to sell 3 challenge packs or 3 Shakeology home direct orders. I'm just focusing on selling the All Access Beachbody Pass because it makes sense. It's only $1.99 for the entire year and you get a month's supply of Shakeology. So 1 All Access Pass is $1.99. That equals 2 points. 1 order of Shakeology home direct is $130. That equals 2 points. Or if you sell a challenge pack, they range from $160 to $275 for the Ultimate Reset. That is 2 points. So you need 5 points. That's it. You need to help 3 people. My fingers are dirty. It's dirty on the roof. You need to help 3 people in order to hit Success Club, and you have 15 days left to do it. So I'm not going to sleep until I hit it today because that was the goal I made myself. And a little trick. You could invite tons of people. You could do the 100 challenge, 100 follow-ups, 100 minutes of workout. But what I found that helps me hit Success Club every month the best is the days that I say, I'm going to hit Success Club today. because I just have that conviction, and I'm like, okay, I'll do whatever it takes. And then somehow I like know who to talk to, I know who to close the deal with, I know who to follow up with. So make sure if your goal, which your goal should be to hit Success Club, whether it's to cover your Shakeology or grow a large organization, lead by example, make sure that you narrow in, like, and then if you only have an hour, be like, okay, I'm going to hit Success Club in this hour. And even if you don't, like, you're going to be so close, you're going to be so close. And then the next hour, you'd be like, okay, or say the weekend comes. You can be like, I'm locking myself in my room and I'm not doing anything until I hit Success Club. And then when I hit it, my reward will be to go to the beach or to go out with my friends or whatever you want to reward yourself with. An extra workout, an extra Shakeology, whatever your reward is. So that's how I hit Success Club. I just have conviction and I'm like, okay, today I'm going to do it. So I hope this training was helpful for you. I'm losing my voice. I still have my Insanity Max 30 workout to do. I did hammer and chisel plyometrics. I did Insanity 360 abs. And now I'm going to do Tabata power or Tabata strength for Max 30. And I got the Dominican Republic on my mind. So I've got a lot of reason to push. And I was going hard even before I knew that the trip was coming. And so now it's just like more of an incentive for me. So I'll probably spend more time on this roof so I can try to develop a decent tan. The sun is setting now. Let me show you guys the view. It's nice. Okay. I don't know if you can see it, but there's downtown LA over there. I love living here. I feel like I'm in like the middle of the city. I'm not in downtown, so that's nice. And yeah, there's the Hollywood Hills that way. You can hear the traffic. Here are my lovely neighbors. There's an orange tree or a lemon tree or something. There's a cute little gate. That's our alleyway. There's LAX airports over there, so that's probably where that plane's coming from. Can you believe I get Wi-Fi all the way up here? And here's our building and a little door. So anyway, I hope you guys make it fun and don't get too attached and don't take shit personally and don't make it all about you, except push yourself really hard every day and make that part about you and do the 4 vital behaviors every day. And bare minimum is gonna get you like a couple $100s a week. But if you want to like actually change people's lives and like have a cool story to tell and like do big things with your family or pay all of your rent or move to LA, then you have to go all in and do the 100 challenge with me. So that's what it takes. That's why the top 10 coaches are in the top 10, is because they were willing to work. They were willing to talk to way more people than the rest of us. And that's the only difference. And they still continue to talk to way more people and follow up with more people and push themselves in their fitness. And they're willing to reinvent themselves. They're willing to invest in training. So make sure you're reading a book and make sure you're devouring it and you're implementing it and you're taking time to do that. And yeah, so that's all I have, and I hope you have a good night, and I will see you guys next Wednesday, and I will be in this group more, letting you guys know what to invite to, just keeping you updated on national wake-up calls and stuff, even though you should be doing that on your own. And for those of you that hit Success Club in the downline, or in the entire team, whether I'm your coach or not, I will reward you. And you can earn a one-on-one call with me to help move your business forward. So just make helping people your priority this month. Help 3 people this month. You guys really have to hit the pedal to the ground, because summer's gonna be here and it's like fucking crickets because no one wants to work out in the summer. Of course, if you talk to enough people, you can still be really successful, but I don't want you to wait till then. So start working on it now, and then 6 months from now, your business will blow up no matter where you're at. Like, I just can't even begin to describe what it'll be like for you. And money is a very powerful tool, and trust me, it can make things a lot easier and make you, I don't know, just be able to afford shit for yourself is really nice. So have a good night, and I can't wait to celebrate everyone that hit Success Club. And yeah, all right, see you later.